locked in. Everybody knows poppin'. Tell a hater hoe to shut up and start the talking. Conversations getting juicy cause I'm the topic. Eat them up, leave no crumbs, got these bitches starving. Young turned lit and I'm put up. On these bitches next to my foot up. Skin smooth, flawless, call me hood, hate the bump.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Get Messy with Meg, where, you know, I don't like no mess, but I'm gonna talk my shit, okay? On last week's episode, we talked about jungle fever preference or prejudice. We just kind of touched base on, you know, interracial dating and kind of the disrespect that comes along with it from some black men towards black women about why they date outside of our race. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Make sure you guys are subscribing, liking, commenting, reviewing, sending it to your auntie, uncle, mama, daddy, baby mama, sister, brother. I don't care who it is. Just make sure you are spreading the word. Spread the gospel, okay? This may not be God's gospel, but it's Megan's gospel, okay? Get Messy with Meg gospel. So on today's episode, we are gonna kind of just chit chat, a little girl chat, you know? I just been having a lot of random thoughts lately, and I'm just like, this is what the podcast is for. Pour them thoughts out, pour them opinions out. And I just been really thinking a lot about like friendships and like how I view people and stuff like that. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. Just girl chat about friendships, meeting new people, you know, getting rid of people, stuff like that. So let's get into it. So first off, the reason why I really had just came on here to talk about this is because one thing about me, I am very random. Okay? It's so crazy because you would think the way that I am and how social I am that I am a legit girl's girl. And in my own way, I am a girl's girl. But I'm a girl's girl in the sense of I'm a girl's girl when I need to be, because some of the shit that be going on, I am not standing behind y'all. I am not going for it. I am a girl's girl on the tip of like, if I see a beautiful woman, I'm gonna tell her she's beautiful. Like if I think her outfit fine, I'm gonna tell her. Like if I see her man treat her like a queen, I'm like, ooh, kudos to you, girl. You got a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no problem complimenting a woman and just letting them know that they are the girl that they think they are. Like you her for real. And I really have main character syndrome, but I feel like everybody should feel like they are a main character. I feel like I'm definitely a main character in my life. Everybody who's around me, like this is my real and you're living in it, but I'm also realistic. Like I know there are other main characters out there. So I know how to shine without dimming somebody else's light. And I also know how to be around people that shine brighter than me without having to dim my own light. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I know to act accordingly. So I'm not a girl's girl, but I'm a girl's girl when I need to be. And in other cases, I just know how to act accordingly. And I just think that's really important nowadays. So like, of course, like when I'm scrolling on TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that, I have no problem liking nobody content, commenting. Like I have no problem doing that. Like I'm genuine when it comes to that type of stuff, because that's what social media was created for. Like to interact and engage with people, whether you know them or not. And I still love doing that. A lot of y'all are weird and y'all don't do that. We've already kind of had this discussion on the previous podcast about, you know, Instagram and reality. Well, social media and reality. So y'all already know how I feel about that. But hey, to each his own. I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out every time. I have no need to hold back because I am who I am, and don't nobody standing next to me make me feel less than. I don't care if it's fucking Beyonce. Beyonce can stand right next to me. Everybody can be oohing and ahhing over her, and I'm still gonna be doing my own thing, because in my mind and in this world, I'm her and I'm him. You feel me? I ain't never gotta put another woman down and make me feel like I'm just her. That's not my thing. So, and that's why I be saying I'm not truly a girl's girl, because I hate being around girls who do stuff like that. I hate pick-me girls. I hate the girls who feel like they gotta be loud and do certain things to like get attention. Like just be. Learn how to be. I'm in the business of being, not proving. Don't get me wrong, I cut up sometimes. And to some people it may look like I'm attention seeking, but I promise you I'm not. I'm like this all the time. Being like this is legit. Being cuckoo. You would think at one point in my life I was a crackhead, because I do have very much crackhead behavior. And I don't care nothing about it. I don't care how old I get. It's okay. I know when to be a woman, and I know when to act like an alley bat. That's all that matters. But for women who just like centered around men and just enjoy talking bad about women and like enjoy like thinking they got the one up on other women about their men, like you know he got a girl and you like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like stuff like that, and that's what make it hard for me to be a true girl's girl, because there are women out there that move like that, and friend or not, I can't support that. I can't support that. Granted, been there, done that, but I've never bragged about having nobody man. I've never like truly put another female down to make myself feel good. If I'm talking shit about that girl, she did something to me, or I don't like her. But even now that I'm older, I like to be more intentional. So even if I don't like somebody, or I feel like they did something to me, my first thought is not to call them broke, ugly, like anything negative. Like for example, like a dude that I was talking to, we so-called went together, right? But he was still like talking to his ex. And I would say something, like I'd be like, yeah, I know you at so-and-so house, or da-da-da-da. He'd get to saying stuff like, that's why she a little better than you, she got more money than you. And I'd be like, I'd be about to just really crank up and start talking shit about her. But at the same time, why am I talking shit about her? That's what he want me to do. So I'd be like, that's cool, I love her car. That's cool, like, I'm glad she getting money. That's cool. Kudos to her. But where your money? Where your car? Like, you know what I'm saying? I put it back on him. Like, I'm not finna down another woman when it comes to no man. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't like that type of stuff. So I remove myself from people who do stuff like that. I don't want to be in your mix. I don't like negativity down to just constantly talking about people. That's just not my thing. It used to, at one point when I was young and messy, you know, I did that. But now that I'm older and I really look at life and I see all the things that are around me, there's more important things to be talking about, what a bitch look like and what bitch a nigga could have chose. I don't give a fuck. So, yeah. So, I've been reevaluating, like, the people that I be around and, like, the person that I want to be in, being in the mix of those people, what does it do for me? Is it beneficial? And no, I'm not looking at all my friendships like I feel like they got to be beneficial, but it can't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? It can't be nothing. Like, I don't care if it's just as simple as support. Like, every time I post a podcast, you share my podcast. That's enough. I don't care if it's just like, you know, I lost my brother 2 years ago. I don't care if it's just like checking in, like, you know, it's his birthday, you know, it's his death anniversary, like, you know, little stuff. The little stuff go a long way with me. Like, I don't need like my homegirl feeling like she got to cash out on me, buy me purses, do this, do that, like all these big grand gestures. No. I need my friends to benefit me more on a lesser scale compared to like a big scale. And I've been seeing like the whole podcast about B. Simone and her friend and all that stuff. And then I've been seeing TikToks about girls, you know, doing subliminal, talking about their homegirls planning birthday trips, and they feeling like the birthday girl should pay for this and do that, and ain't nobody splitting 50-50. To each his own when it comes to your friendships. But when it comes to me, my love language is giving. Like, I like to make sure the people around me are taken care of, but I don't feel like I'm going to take care of you if I feel like you can't take care of me. But that does not mean that I value you less as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know for a fact, like, you paid for my food this day, or, you know, something happened and you bailed me out of jail, or, you know, you gave me a ride here, or you do anything for me without me asking, I'm going to give you the world. I don't give a fuck if you bought me a 4 for $4. Like, I'm going to give you the world. Because at that point, you deserve that from me. Because you didn't have to do what you did. But that just shows me you're a genuine person and you're a good friend. I love people in my life to just show up. I don't feel like I have to ask. I shouldn't have to ask. But of course, if I ask, I'd like you to show up. But I feel like when you see certain things and you just, I know what type of people I want around me. And if I feel like you're not that, I don't want you around me. And that's just the honest to God truth. So it is really hard for me to really keep friends. And not in no bad way. I don't be falling out with people in no messy way, no nothing like that. I know what I want for myself, and I know what I want around me. And if you're not that, I can't be around you. It don't be no love lost. It don't mean I don't like you. You just not, you can't move with me in my next season. You're not for me. You serve your purpose. I've served my purpose in your life, and that's it. We just got to move on. So, One thing about me, I am naturally a lone wolf. Friendships, relationships, all of the above, family. I am a lone wolf. And I have no problem letting people know that. I'm also an alpha female. A lot of people don't know how to deal with alpha females and lone wolves. So certain things that I do, of course people are not going to like them, and that's okay. But what a lot of people fail to do is to speak on the things that they feel like they don't like. And I feel like now that we're all entering in this era, a lot of us don't like to communicate. We just, we just move. And don't get me wrong, I do that too, depending on what you did. Like, I feel like some people just know what they did, and it ain't no point in me like arguing, trying to explain, like none of that. But when it comes to certain stuff, sometimes a conversation do need to be had. And I feel like if you're not woman or man enough to have that conversation, that was never your friend. You were never their friend. So I really be trying to tread lightly. But all that to say, let's rewind it back. But anyways, so I realized I have a lot of internet besties. I have so many friends on TikTok, on my Finsta. I was in this Discord at one point. Like, I have so many friends that I've never met. And I be linking up with these people, don't know them from a lick of paint. Just met them on the internet. And I be linking up with them. Like, I went to Orlando with a girl. We met up in Orlando. I met up with another girl in Portland. I just came back from a trip in Chicago. Girl, I just be linking up with folks. I don't give a fuck. You only got one life. It's okay to experience new things with new people. Now, I do pray. I pray real heavy before I link with these people, before I take these trips and stuff like that, because God forbid it be my last day fooling around with a stranger. But I put my faith in God and I just pray on it, and I just do. And I've built some amazing friendships just doing that. Like, I met some amazing people, and we may not be the best of friends, but I fuck with them the long way. Like, I know based on what we did on these trips, I'd be like, oh, you want to do this? Like, one of the girls, I love her down, She also supports my podcast, so shout out to you, babe. You know who you is. We love football. Baby, it's June. We already got tickets for preseason games in August, and we already planned, some games to go to together during the season. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love a girl who just moves. You feel me? I love that down. That's my football babe, my foodie babe, because she likes to try new food and stuff like that too. And she likes, so I like to do, y'all know I like to walk around, do all stuff like that. She likes that too. We gonna get along just fine, baby. Love her down. Had a blast in Chicago. Then I got my friends where it's my everyday friends. I can be on the phone with you all day. We be texting, we kiki, we chit chat, we tell all our business. I got those friends. And then I got my friends where it's just oh, you want to go out to eat? You want to go to brunch? You want to go to dinner? You want to go to lunch? Got those friends. And I got friends that's oh, you want to go on this trip? Granted, I go on a lot of solo trips, but if I know I want somebody to go with me, I could be oh, you want to go on this trip? And I know they with that. And they ready. They got their money together. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Boom. So I have different friends for different occasions, and that's okay. I've been like that my whole life. Even in high school, it's so crazy. I look back on high school, and I was damn. I had several different friend groups. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, I can say, and I'm going to touch on this. I will move on. I will move on. If you really know me in real life, you know I've had a lot of friends in my life. Have you ever seen me in a big ass group of friends? No, you have not. I don't really do that anymore. But I've had a lot of friends over the years, and some of them, it's not even that we're not friends no more. It's either I respect my friends that be in relationships, different situations with kids and stuff like that. We have different obligations and we have different lifestyles now, so it's a lot of stuff that we can't do. But it's still, again, no love lost. We tap in every now and then and stuff like that. So that just all falls back into that category of just having different friends for different occasions. But I also tread lightly on that friend word. I got lots of friends though, I really do. But I don't have a best friend. I do have some girls I consider sisters to me. But yeah, overall, I just feel this day and age, it's so hard to really, especially at my age, I'm 29, it's so hard to make new friends, true friends. really start over as if you in like elementary school and these your best friends, you grew up together. It's hard to do that. But I've met some amazing people, and I've done some amazing things because of the people that I have met. And I'm grateful for every single one of them, whether we still talk or not. But what I can say is I ain't fell out with none of them. We either just mutually stop talking or we just don't talk on the norm. So I'm not mad at any of the experiences I have with people. I used to be like, damn, I hate that I was ever friends with someone, and I don't feel that way now that I'm older, because one thing about it, God go put people in your life, whether it's a blessing or a curse, it's their season or they're meant to be long term. Different people enter your life for different reasons. And that's okay. You get 2 choices in life for everything that you do. So whatever choice you make will yield different results. But yeah, I love the friends that I do have. When it comes to girls, I lack in girlfriends compared to homeboys. So one thing about me, I love my homeboys down. That don't mean I have any less love for my homegirls, but my homeboys, it's just different. Like, I feel like I was meant to be a boy, because my relationships with my guy friends are so different from my relationships with my girlfriends. Like, my longest friendship is with a male. We've been friends since we were 12. That's 17 years. My longest friendship is with a male. Never tried me, never, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of my other guy friends, like, we 5+ years in. Can hit them up out the blue anytime. Call them, sit on FaceTime for hours. No judgment, no love lost. We do what we do. We kiki, you know what I'm saying? My relationship with them, they can have whatever from me. I'm talking about whatever. And a lot of them, they have had whatever from me. And I know I can call them about whatever. I ain't even gotta do too much. Sometimes I ain't even gotta ask. They just go do. My homeboys treat me like a princess. And that's why it's so hard for me to really just lock in with a nigga, because I know how my homeboys treat me. And if you think you're gonna come over here and do anything less, you're crazy as fuck. You're crazy as fuck. But overall, I love people. I have my moments where I like to be alone. Sometimes I drift off from weeks, months, days, whatever. But I love that my friends, my real friends, they truly know that about me. They don't judge me. They don't treat me any different because I do it. They let me be. And sometimes I just have to be. I have to remove myself sometimes. I get very overwhelmed. Like, people fail to realize I'm really an introvert, but I'm very social. I really like to be by myself. But I love my people. I love my people down. Shout out to all my people, baby. Y'all know who y'all is. I ain't got to name y'all. I love y'all. Whether I talk to you every day or not. Love you down. Matter of fact, I got to do my check-ins this weekend. I've been trying to get a hold of my homeboy Moody, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him. So I'm going to tear his ass up when I talk to him. But yeah, I got to do my check-ins and catch up with my friends and just chit-chat. But they know what it is. I ain't got to do too much. And I love how my friends let me move, and I love the relationships that we have and that we built. And I just know we ain't never got to prove nothing. We just be in the moment. We kiki, we have fun, we link up when we do. You know what I'm saying? And it feel like no time was lost. None. Nada. Nada. Love them. And as far as like what I was saying earlier, as far as girls, like I said, it is harder for me to keep homegirls because, and I mean this in the most humble way possible, but a lot of girls don't get me because I don't move like how they move when it comes to certain stuff. When it comes to men, when it comes to like shit, down to wearing purses. I ain't even gotta wear a purse. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, as a girl, especially being 29, friendships look different. And that's okay. And I also want y'all to know it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to make new friends. It's okay to just explore new options. It's okay, because one thing about it, God not gonna put nobody in your path that's not meant to be there. Again, whether it's a blessing or a curse. So do with that what you will. Well, thank y'all for joining me for another episode. Y'all know what to do. I ain't finna keep saying it, but I'll see y'all next time.